Asatoma sakamaya, asatoma sakamaya, tamasoma jyotigamaya, tamasoma jyotigamaya, mrityoma amritam gamaya, mrityoma amritam gamaya, Sarvesham swastir bhavatu, Sarvesham swastir bhavatu, Sarvesham shantir bhavatu, Sarvesham shantir bhavatu, Sarvesham purnam bhavatu, Sarvesham purnam bhavatu, Sarvesham mangalam bhavatu, Sarvesham mangalam bhavatu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Om Triambakam yajamahe. Om Triambakam yajamahe. Sugandhim pushtivaranam. Sugandhim pushtivaranam. Ovarukamiva bandhanat. Ovarukamiva bandhanat. Mricho mukshiyamamritat. Mricho mukshiyamamritat. Once together. Om Asatoma sakamaya, tamasoma jyotigamaya, mrityoma amritam gamaya, sarvesham swastir bhavatu, sarvesham shantir bhavatu, sarvesham purnam bhavatu, sarvesham mangalam bhavatu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Om Triambakam yajamahe, sugandhim pushtivaranam, ovarukamiva bandhanat, mricho mukshiyamamritat. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Peace Peace Peace. Bring your hands into Anjali Mudra and bow your head. Offer your practice today to an animal who's made you happy. Bring that holy being into your mind's eye, visualize them, dedicate your practice to them. Namaste. Welcome everyone. Namaste Sue, welcome. Namaste Julie, welcome. Okay, so Yoga Jalasaram, Krishnamacharya, we're on Shloka 9, verse 9. Those who have not learnt the Vedas, nor offered worship to the sun, who waste the opportunity, I'll start again. Those who have not learnt the Vedas, nor offered worship to the sun, waste the opportunity of life in this world disrespecting Dharma. Those who have not learnt the Vedas nor offered worship to the sun waste the opportunity of life in this world by disrespecting Dharma. Okay, so and Desikachar's commentary. Dharma is to lead life according to the injunctions found in the Vedas. The Vedas are the scriptures, the ancient texts, on which Indian culture, society, and yoga are based. They're the oldest known living recorded spiritual texts. Dharma is to lead life according to the injunctions found in the Vedas, which are for the good of the individual and for society at large. To go against these injunctions will only lead to more difficulties. Krishna Madhvacharya was a firm believer in the relevance of Dharma. In this, he stresses the importance of learning and practicing Vedic chanting in a sincere manner. He also emphasizes the importance of the sun salutation ritual, Sandhya Vandanam, which he considered one of the most powerful, all-inclusive meditative practices. He even goes as far as to say that by not practicing Dharma as ordained in the ancient scriptures, we are wasting a very valuable opportunity for living and evolving ourselves. In many ways, we see his words being prophetic as we see the different ills that besiege modern society today. And in the midst of all this turmoil, environmentally, socially, politically, spiritually, and individually, we see an increasing number of people turning back to their roots and seeking answers to life's myriad problems through practices such as yoga. Okay, this is quite a big thing. Okay, let's break it down a bit. Dharma. Do you all know what Dharma means? Dharma is a word you commonly hear. It's usually translated as righteousness. It means to live a righteous life. It means to live a life which is in harmony with nature, with the society in which you live, and within your own close circle of friends and family, and within yourself. And it's like Dharma is also like natural laws, like the natural laws of the universe, to live in such a way that you're not taking more than you need, that you're not being greedy, that you're not being selfish, that you're helping others, that you're kind of like a constructive element in the whole. And the other important thing about Dharma is it means that you should ideally in life find your sort of raison d'etre, your reason for living. The thing that you're supposed to be doing in this life to fulfill your karma. So we all have unique and individual gifts and tendencies and things that need to be explored and played out and experienced in our lives. And finding that thing for yourself and then living that thing with integrity and passion, with every sinew of your body and mind, that is your Dharma. And Dharma also implies, pardon me, that you do everything you can in your life to find that thing. Does that make sense? So I'll take that as maybe. So it isn't always easy. Like some people seem to be born with this natural kind of gift of knowing what they should do with their lives. Do you know what I mean? Mozart comes to mind, but you know what I mean? They're people who are just born with this gift. They know what they need to do in life. They're very focused from an early age. They have this thing. But for many of us, finding our Dharma, the reason we're on this planet and what we should be doing with our lives, it's more of a struggle. It takes longer. It takes more time. It might be stop and start. There might be, false road tracks that we take, and then we have to turn back and we have to take another. But eventually, the idea of Dharma is that you keep trying until you find your personal Dharma. And then your purpose in living is to fulfill that Dharma. And really go for it when you know. And that is what brings happiness, according to the scriptures. Going against your Dharma, you'll never be happy. So if you're living your life in such a way that you can't fulfill your dharmic role while you're here, then you will never find peace, you'll never find happiness. But that's not a pessimistic thing. It means like the fact that, and we're already capable of that. It's something that we should be thinking about. Sometimes it takes courage, because the other thing it talks about in the scripture is like, it takes courage because you sometimes have to really change your situation. Maybe change your way of living. Maybe change where you're living. Maybe change who you're living with. Maybe change your circle of friends. All sorts of things. Maybe get away from people who don't understand you and are holding you back in life. So this process leads you to your Dharma. It's a really important thing. Okay, so I think he talks a little bit more about the details of Dharma in the next few verses. He talks about the Purusharthas, which are the other elements that go to constitute what Dharma, support Dharma. So we'll talk about that next time probably. Then he goes on to say he was a firm believer in the relevance of Dharma. In this verse, he stresses the importance of learning and practicing Vedic chanting. So Vedic chanting is, a lot of people get it confused. They think chanting in yoga is chanting. Chanting in yoga, as it's done mostly in the modern world, is bhakti. It's devotional chanting, which is tunes and songs, Krishna Das, Bhagavan Das, all this sort of things that we listen to, and the way I play the harmonium and chant, etc., and other people do. That is not Vedic chanting. Vedic chanting is a very precise, ordered methodology of chanting the Vedas, the original texts. And it has to be done with a certain meter, and it's done as it's a kind of pranayama, because it has to be done with specific breath patterns. It's complicated, it's really difficult to learn. Not many people these days teach it, and even less learn it, and that's why not many people do it. But people like my teacher Ramaswamy, Krishnamacharya, taught it to scholars and Sanskrit scholars and all sorts of people, including my teacher Ramaswamy. And when he comes in the room and he sits in front of you and he starts to chant, he chants Vedic chanting. And he'll be reciting something from the Vedas. It's not common now. Not, as I said, it's like... But the implication is that it's a good thing to learn by heart some kind of spiritual scripture. So it needn't necessarily be the Vedas. You could, many people I know, we learn to chant the Yoga Sutras. Yes? We learn to chant the Bhagavad Gita. You could learn to chant the Psalms. I spent a long time learning to chant a lot of the Psalms for call and response in evensong and things like that. I used to go to the cathedral a lot in the evenings, the years Mary and I used to go, and when we'd go to evensong, but we'd also go to evening prayers. And when you just go to evening prayers, there's a sort of recitation where you have continuous responses to the canon's prayers. And one day we went, and it was in the winter, and it was really freezing, and nobody went apart from the canon. And usually the Verge is there. If there's no one else, I've been a few times, there's just the canon who's going to take the service, and then there's the Verger would always be there. But the Verger was ill, so the Verger didn't come. So it's just me and Marion and the canon. And like, he came up to us, he's all sort of dressed and all ready to do the service, and there's nobody else in the cathedral, it's just completely dead. And he comes up to us and he says, in order to fulfill the service, I need someone to do the responses. Would you be prepared to do all the responses for me? And I'm thinking, it's Ely Cathedral, it's like high church. I'm just somebody who comes, like, we were sort of going, yeah, well, we'll have a go. Well, he sort of said, just have a go. And so we sort of went, oh, this is ridiculous, but we'll have a go. And so we did all the responses for the evensong. And what it made us realize is over the few years that we've been doing this on a fairly regular basis, we had learned the responses and we'd learned the Psalms. And so it would be the traditional way of learning this stuff. You do it through repetition. And there's plenty of things online now that you can get where, I mean, Ramaswami's got a lot on his website where he teaches you to chant the Yoga Sutras, where he teaches you the different sun salutation mantras and other mantras and Vedic mantras. So it's really possible to learn. That's how I've learned most of the mantras, that I know, and scripture and stuff. So, yeah. But it was quite a nerve-wracking evening, but it was very beautiful. It was really nice to do it. And it's something we've got right on our doorstep. And it isn't used enough locally. I mean, when there's a big event on or it's a Christmas, you'll get loads of people there, but daily, regular worship in a place like that is special. It doesn't matter what the tradition is. If you're a yogi, you can go and worship anywhere. That's one of the beauties of being a yogi. You can worship with the Sufis, you can worship with the Jains, with the Hindus, with the Christians, with the Buddhists. You can worship with anyone if you're a yogi. It's not a denominational thing. It's just means spiritual life, spiritual practice, and seeing the one divine, the one God in all. Just different aspects of the one. And you can worship that anywhere. I'll go in any temple, any church, anywhere and worship. Doesn't matter. You can pray, you can chant, you can sing, you can dance, anything. You're a yogi, it doesn't matter. And so, I'm getting slightly off topic. But I think it's important to understand what that spiritual life that it gives you as a yogi makes all these things accessible to you. He also emphasizes the importance of the sun salutation ritual. So the sun salutation ritual is traditionally in India is called the Sandhya Vandanam. And it means it's not what we do in the sun salutation and when we use the mantra. That's it's like preschool version of the sun salutation ritual. We're using the mantra and we're doing it as a form of worship. And that is amazing. That's what we do. But the full ritual is about an hour and a half practice. And the mantras are really long. And then you do a movement in the sun salutation. And then you do another 5 minutes of chanting. It's like a whole big practice in itself. It's very beautiful. Ramaswamy also has that on his website. You can learn, all the mantras are there for that whole thing. It's one of the things he specializes in doing. He even goes as far as to say that by not practicing Dharma as ordained in the ancient scriptures, we are wasting a very valuable opportunity for living and evolving ourselves. So this is what I was talking about earlier. If you're not finding your Dharma, if you're not trying to find your Dharma even the quest to find your Dharma is enough. But you might be looking for it, for your whole life. But you keep the quest to find your Dharma. And if you don't, they say that you're wasting this incarnation. Why? Because this is the only incarnation as a human being having this human body in which you can spiritually evolve. No other incarnation gives you that opportunity. Only a human birth. So they say. Okay? And so the duty, the reason you're here, the reason you have this human body, you've incarnated in a human body because of your previous karmas, is because you are ready to evolve spiritually. You are ready to evolve towards freedom, liberation, and embodiment of love. That is the purpose of your life. Everything else is peripheral. From a yogic point of view, that is the reason you're here. Nothing else. To unite with God. And so if you don't do that by following your Dharma, he's saying, bit of a waste. Who knows what, you might come back next time as a wild boar. You won't have the chance. In many ways, we see his words being prophetic as we see the different ills that besiege modern society today. It's true. And in the midst of all this turmoil Environmentally, yes, definitely. Socially, politically, and individually, and spiritually, we see an increasing number of people turning back to their roots, seeking answers to life's myriad problems through practices like yoga. Yeah, I mean, one of the reasons why, not just yoga, but wellness practices now, that phrase, well, I don't really know what it means, wellness practices. But you know what I mean, all that, that's what it, why is it so massive now? Because so many people are suffering. And yoga is a way. Yoga is actually a system to help you navigate these issues and to help us live more lightly on the earth. And the interesting thing about that statement is all these practices we're doing weren't devised because of the state of modern society. They were devised, they came about because of the state of modern society 1,000 years ago. Nothing's changed. The human condition is exactly the same. It's just got a different context. You know what I'm saying? We've got the same brains, we've got the same problems, we have the same relationships, we have the same interaction with the world. It's just like the context has changed, the severity of some things has changed, the kind of like infrastructure has changed, but the human being has hardly changed at all in all that time. So the things that he's talking about here are all in those ancient scriptures, and they're as relevant to us now as they were then. Namaste. So we're going to begin with doing Namaskar. We're not going to do anything too strenuous tonight. We're going to do a nice, gentle, simple practice, which I thought we were doing because of the heat wave. But now I think we're doing it because I think it'd be nice. So turn to face the east. Stand in Tadasana. Julie, you're a bit on your own. Can you just spread out? You go back, go there. Yes. Yeah. Perfect. Starting in Tadasana, Ujjayi breathing, chest up, chin down, shoulders back. That smooth inhale, that smooth exhale. A little bit of sound to the breath from the low down in the back of the throat. Chin slightly down, gaze into the heart center, Pranayama. Just center yourself in your breath. Inhale, arms wide and overhead. Flip your palms. Exhale. Start again. Sorry. Yeah, okay. It's okay. Inhale. I need to find my Dharma. Exhale, Anjali Mudra. Inhale, widen overhead, flip your palms. Press your palms together. Exhale, fold halfway, hips back, navel in, chin down. Hold the breath out. Salutations to the guardians of the East, hands in prayer for you. Inhale, flip your palms, come up. Exhale, quarter turn to the right. Inhale, press your palms. Exhale, fold halfway. Hold breath out. Salutations to the guardians of the south. Flip the palms, inhale, come up. Exhale, quarter turn to the right. Inhale, and then press the palms, fold halfway. Pause. Salutations to the guardians of the west. Flip the palms, inhale up. Quarter turn to the right. Inhale, stretch up, and then press the palms. Exhale, fold halfway. Uddiyana Bandha, narrow the waist. Salutations to the guardians of the north. Flip the palms, inhale, come up. Exhale, quarter turn to the right. Inhale, look up, press the palms, look up past the thumbs. Hold the breath in. Salutations to the guardians of the heavens. Exhale, fold forward, fingertips to the floor. Hold the breath out. Salutations to the guardians of the earth. Flip the palms, inhale, come up. Exhale, arms 45 degrees, palms up, fold halfway. Salutations to the guardians of the intermediate directions. Arms forward, flip the palms, inhale, come up. And exhale, bring the Anjali Mudra over the heart. Bow the head, look heart, hold the breath out. Salutations to the guardians of the spirit. Keep the hands there, inhale. Eyes closed, look heart. Exhale. Stand Tadasana. And then turn to face the front. Sag yourselves a little bit. Chest up, chin down, Hasta Vinyasas. Inhale, arms widen overhead, flip your palms. Lift up. Exhale, widen down. No rush. Inhale, widen overhead, chin down, look into the heart. Press your feet down, lift through your whole spine. Exhale, widen down. Inhale, widen up. Exhale, thumbs to the back of your neck. Palms up, elbows wide. Pause. Inhale. Push the palms to the ceiling. Exhale. Widen down. Same thing. Inhale. Exhale. Thumbs back of the neck. And keep exhaling this time. Keep going till you're really empty. Hold breath out. Chin on sternum, perineum, lower abdomen. Mahabandha. Release bandhas. Inhale, push the hands to the ceiling. And then keep the hands up and just change the interlock of your fingers. Exhale. And inhale, lift a little more. And exhale, thumbs to the back of the neck or head, palms up, elbows wide. Stretch the upper apices of the lungs. Keep exhaling, keep exhaling. Bandhas. Release bandhas. Inhale, push hands to ceiling. Exhale, widen down. Inhale, widen overhead. Chin down, lift. Exhale, lean to the right, lift the chin, look straight ahead. Push the hips to the left. Ground the inside of your right foot. Inhale, center. Exhale to the left. Ground the inside of your left foot. Inhale, center. Exhale, right, looking straight ahead when you're to the side. I'm going to take a short inhale and a long exhale. Ground the inseams of both feet. And when you're done, inhale to the center. Chin down, stretch a little more. Exhale to the left, look straight ahead. Short inhale, long exhale. And you'll feel a natural sort of Mula Nudhyana Bandha at the end of the long exhale, if you're grounding your feet. When you're ready, inhale, come to center. And exhale, lower the arms behind you and interlock your fingers. Squeeze your shoulder blades together, squeeze the palms together if you can. And then inhale, arch back. Optional, look up. Look at the tip of the nose. Exhale, stand up. When you arch back, keep the gaze on the tip of the nose. Inhale, arch back, squeeze the shoulder blades a little more. Try and bring the breath higher into the upper apices of the lungs. A little pause with the breath inhaled. Exhale, stand up. And again, inhale. Feel the chest, squeeze the shoulder blades. Pause. Exhale, stand up. Inhale, release the hands, Tadasana. Exhale, look hard. Inhale, raise the arms to shoulder level like wings. And exhale, twist to the right. Keep the feet facing forward. Inhale to the center. Exhale, twist left. Round the inside of your left foot. Keep your arms in one straight line. Don't make a triangle. And then inhale to the center. Exhale to the right. And hold for 2 breaths. Nudge the right hip slightly forward to ground the inside of the right foot. Short inhales, long exhales, little pause at the end of the exhales. Keep your shoulders down. Head in line with the spine, the gaze at the back hand. Ujjayi breathing, please. When you've done the 2 breaths on that side, come to center. On an inhale and exhale, turn, do 2 breaths on the other side. Try to stretch through the arms and ground the feet so you can feel the action of the twist through your whole body and your spine, not just your shoulders and your hips. Simple but very powerful, effective twist. When you're done, come to center and exhale, Tadasana. Look hard, take a breath. Inhale, widen overhead. Tadasana Vinyasas. Look at something on the floor, 2 feet in front of you. Exhale, raise your heels. Inhale, slowly lower your heels. If your heels are touching, it's slightly easier. And exhale, lower your arms. Inhale, arms widen overhead. Exhale, lift the heels. Inhale, slowly lower the heels. And when the heels go down, stretch up more. And then exhale, slowly lower your arms. Heels and arms together. Inhale, raise the arms, raise the heels. And then exhale, lower the arms and lower the heels. Concentration, balance, standards. Inhale, arms widen overhead, lift the heels. I'm going to stay for a couple of breaths. And keep still, or if you're comfortable there, as you exhale, turn to the right, twist. As you inhale, come to center. And as you exhale, go to the left. Pause at the end of the movement, and then inhale, come to center. Lift a little bit higher. And then exhale, lower the arms, lower the heels slowly. And stand in Tadasana. Look hard, close the eyes, take a breath. And then inhale, raise the arms straight forward to shoulder level with the palms down. Chin down, look navel. As you exhale, bend the knees and just squat halfway. All the air out of the lungs. Inhale, stand up. Exhale, squat halfway. When you get to the end of the movement, hold the posture, lift the perineum, keep the lower abdomen in and up. Take a couple of breaths there. A bit more weight in your heels and lift your chest up, keep your shoulders down. Good, and then inhale, stand up. Interlock the hands over your head. And then exhale, and go down again with the arms over the head. Good. Inhale, come up. Exhale, go down. Go right to the end of the breath, hold the breath out. Push the hands away from the sit bone. Inhale, stand up. Exhale, arms widen down. Uttanasana. Inhale, arms widen overhead. Exhale, hips back, chin down, fold halfway. If it's too much for your back, put your hands in prayer. Good. Inhale, come up. Arch back a little bit at the top. And exhale, fold halfway. Just a prayer of movement and breath and awareness. Inhale, bring the arms wide like wings. Exhale, arms forward, flip the palms. Stay down. Inhale, arms wide like wings. Dip the chest, lift the arms. Exhale, arms forward, flip the palms, push the hips back, 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 back to float up, strong arms and legs. And then arch back at the top, come up. And exhale, go all the way down. Take the big toes or slide your hands under your feet. Inhale and look up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, look up, try and lengthen your spine as you pull on the arms and push the feet down. Exhale, fold. Take 3 breaths here. The elbows go slightly out to the sides. Shoulder blades go towards the ceiling. And breathe. Let the neck hang long. Drishti nose tip. Relax your neck, Louise. Good. And then release, flip the palms. Exhale. Try to keep your arms in line with your ears when you come up. Inhale, come up. Arch back a little bit at the top, your chin's on the chest. And exhale, Tadasana. Beautiful, well done. Stand in Tadasana. And inhale, bring your arms to shoulder level again, palms down. And exhale, bend your knees. And squat all the way down, separate your knees. Sit down. Dandasana, hands beside the hips, legs straight. And inhale, bring your arms wide and overhead. Niralamba Dandasana. Exhale, don't move. Inhale, don't move. Exhale, don't move. Inhale, slowly roll down onto your back. Arms over the head. Exhale, bring the hands back beside your hips. And then separate your feet and separate your arms a bit from the body and just relax. Switch off Ujjayi, put the awareness in your heart. Keep coming back to the seat of the soul. Om. Bring your feet together, bring your arms by your sides. Inhale, bring your arms over your head, interlock your fingers. Flex your feet, turn your gaze to your navel, pull your lower back into the floor. Flex as the other way, Lorena. Yeah. And then we're going to do Tataka Mudra. Take a normal inhale. And a long exhale. Every last bit of air out of your lungs. At the end of the breath, pause. Lift perineum, abdomen in and up, lower abdomen, relax the mouth, relax the eyes, drop the upper palate and the soft palate loose. So it's just ponds. Your body turns into a series of ponds. And then when you're ready, release the bandhas. Inhale, bring the hands up over your face. Change the interlock of your fingers. And when you draw the arms over this time, fully exhale as the arms come down. Draw your lower back down. Engage the bandhas. Stretch to deepen the pond in the belly, the Uddiyana Bandha. Let the diaphragm relax and float up. Put a little bit of pressure on your heart. And then do one more when you're ready. And this time when you do it, try not to suck the abdominal muscles in, abdominal wall in with the muscles. Just try to make the abdominal wall float back towards your spine by the action of the posture and the stretch and the emptiness in the lungs. Take your time. You can hold for as long as you're comfortable. And then when you're done, bring the hands up and back beside the hips. And this time the palms are on the floor close to the body and the legs stay together because it's a mudra that you've just done. And you're holding the prana central in the body, in the spine. Palms down, Ashley, close to the body. All helps to contain the prana. It's about putting the prana in the right place for what you're doing in the asana mudra. Okay, then inhale, bring both arms over your head and separate your palms, backs of the hands on the floor. As you exhale, bring the arms over, bend the right knee and hug the knee to your chest. Empty the lungs, squeeze the knee down, push out through the ball of your left foot. And then inhale, push the back, put the foot back where it was and bring the arms over the head. And exhale, bend the knee, squeeze the knee down with both hands. It's just like extension and contraction. No, I didn't say change legs. Right side. It's funny how you all did it though. It's sort of like, and then inhale, extend the leg, arms over the head. Do one more on that side. This time go all the way to the end of the breath, hold the breath out. Bandhas, gaze down towards the navel. And then inhale, back to Asana Sthiti, starting point of the posture. And then do 3 on the other side. Simple, effective for the hips, for the lower back. And the long exhale and pause, internal organs, pelvic region. And then when you finish, on the exhale, bring the hands back beside the hips. Switch off Ujjayi, take up a breath. Inhale, both arms over the head. Exhale, bend both knees. Hug both knees down towards the chest. Inhale, extend both legs, arms over the head. Control as the legs go down, use your core. Exhale, bend both knees, hug the knees a little deeper. Get rid of a little more air. Inhale, back to starting point. Arms over the head. Third vinyasa, exhale. Bend the knees. Squeeze the knees down. Going to stay now. Inhale, short breath. Exhale. Lift chin towards knees. Inhale, lower the head. If you can, wrap the arms around the legs. Hold your forearms, your elbows, your wrists. And then exhale, head's on the floor as you exhale. As you inhale, exhale again. Lift the head, bring the nose towards the knees. Inhale, lower the head. Exhale, bring the forehead towards the knees. Sorry, chin. And then inhale, lower the head. And then squeeze the knees a little more tightly. And on the inhale, bring the arms over the head and extend both legs back to the floor. Good. And then exhale, bring the hands beside your hips. And inhale, bring your arms shoulder level like wings. Good. And then walk your feet over to the right. Keep your legs together, keep both hips on the floor. Look at your left hand. Legs straight if you can. Both hips on the floor, just flat, Julie, yeah. So your hips stay still, but you just walk your legs over. Yeah, as much as you can. Yeah, that's it. Good. Palms down, gaze at the left hand. Short inhale, long exhale. Lower back towards the floor. At the end of the exhale, bandhas. It's like doing Tataka Mudra, but with the legs to the side. And then release and inhale. And then long exhale. When you get to the end of the breath, hold breath out, lift perineum, suck lower abdomen in. Release, inhale, walk the legs to the middle. And exhale to the left. And do two more. Look at your right hand now with the palm down. Normal inhales, long exhales, bandhas at the end of each exhale. Stretching the right side, so this is Pingala Nadi and internal organs. When you hold the breath out and engage the bandhas, stimulates the right energy channel along the spine. The first side was Ida, the moon. This is Pingala, the sun. And when you're done, come back to center. And as you exhale, bend both knees and hug the knees to the chest. You can rock a little bit side to side, do anything that you need to ease your back. You can lift your forehead, nose, or chin towards your knees, release your neck. And then you can, we're going to meet in down dog. You can rock backwards and forwards a couple of times and then move for a vinyasa, or you can rock up and step back to down dog. You can roll to the side and come to down dog, whatever you need. When you get to down dog, it's going to be 3 breaths, but 3 breaths that take a long time, not 3 quick breaths. 3 breaths that are at least as long as 5 normal breaths. And if you can, have the feet together. Keep prana contained. Spread the fingers, stretch the spine. You want to tilt those sit bones up. So if you need to, bend the knees so you can really tilt the pelvis up. Suck the navel in. Gaze towards the navel with the eyes closed. All these things we've done for the last 2 minutes are about centering the prana. concentrating the prana in the Ida, the Pingala, and the Sushumna Nadi. Yoga is essentially an energy management system. And then when you're ready, soften the knees, look slightly forward, and try to do a little light hop onto your shins with the feet pointed. Yeah. Bhadrasana, hands on the knees, chest up, chin down, look hard, Ujjayi. Do some vinyasas from the meditative sequence. As you inhale, sit up on the knees, bring the arms over the head and flip your palms. The same movement as we did at the Hasta Vinyasas at the beginning, just on your knees. As you exhale, sit down, bring the thumbs to the back of the neck. So try to do that. Okay, come up again. Okay, so try not to bring the hands to the back of your neck and then sit down. Try to control the way you're sitting down and the movement of the hands to the back of the neck, so that as your buttocks touch your heels, the thumbs touch the back of your neck. Synchronize the movement in vinyasa. Concentrate. Exhale, go down. Inhale, come up. Top of the movement of the arms is the top of the movement of the legs. Exhale, go down. It's a very different thing, and that's why you need to go slow, so that you can really control the breath and the movement. Inhale, come up. Otherwise, it's really not vinyasa. And exhale, go down. Elbows wide, stay there. Take a short inhale, chin down on the chest, elbows back. Take a very long exhale. Hold the breath out at the end of the exhale. Roll your chest up to your chin. Put your chin on your sternum. Lift your perineum, lower abdomen in and up. Mahabandha. Hold for a few seconds. Release the bandhas. Short inhale, long exhale. Do it again. Keep the gaze in Nadi, navel. Eyes closed. And then when you've finished, inhale and just lift the arms. Keep the seat on the heels, stretch up. Separate the palms so they face forward, and exhale, fold forward. Round the back over the legs, forehead to the floor if it goes. Beautiful. Relax there. Couple of breaths. Long exhales. And inhale, flip your palms, come up. Exhale, bring the hands behind you, fewer 10 inches, fingers forward or your knuckles to the floor. Lean into the hands in, lift your hips up, push your shins and tops of your feet down, stretch your throat, squeeze your shoulders. Exhale, seat to heels. Inhale, float the arms over the head, interlock your fingers, lift up. Exhale, fold forward over the legs, hands to the floor. Second vinyasa, inhale, come up, interlock the fingers, lift up with your seat on your heels. Exhale, separate the hands, hands behind you. Inhale, lift the hips up. Squeeze the buttocks, squeeze the shoulders, stretch the throat. Exhale, come down slowly. Inhale, arms up and over the head. Exhale, arms forward, palms to the floor. Separate the palms. Beautiful. Inhale, come up, interlock the fingers, hands over the head, sit on the heels. Exhale, bring the arms wide like wings and float down till the hands just touch the floor. Forehead towards the floor. Hold forward. Arms out like wings. Hands just on the floor. Inhale, come up, arch back, rotate the shoulders, palms up, look up. Exhale, fold forward, palms gently to the floor, forehead to the floor, seat on the heels if you can. Just so those hands, they just touch down really gently. Inhale, come up, arch back. Exhale, go down. Stay for a breath. Short inhale, long exhale. At the end of the exhale, bandhas. And then inhale, slowly come up, arch back. Exhale, put the hands on your knees, Vajrasana. The hands to the floor in front of the knees. Step back to downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward to plank pose. Hands a bit wider, Sarah. Exhale, knees down, chest down, chin down, hips high, navel in. Inhale forward to a low cobra. Exhale, hands off the floor. Bring the hands into prayer behind your back with the fingers pointing towards the heels so the hands are over your buttocks or sacrum. Squeeze your shoulders together and straighten your arms. Pull your chest up. This is a version of cobra, which is the real cobra, because cobras don't have arms. And then exhale slowly down. Bring the hands under your shoulders. Inhale, do a low cobra. And then just hover your hands off the floor, Lorena. That ain't going to work. And then exhale, push the seat to the heels, long back, downward facing dog. Cobra is about deep back muscles, not about deep back bends. And then on the exhale, hop or step again onto your shins. Or you can go cross-legged now if you've had enough of kneeling down. You can do this cross-legged. On the inhale, float the arms up and over your head. Simple spinal twist. As you exhale, twist to the right. Inhale to center. Lift a little bit more by pushing down, down. And then exhale, twist to the right. Bring the left hand to the outside of your right knee. Bring the right hand down behind across your back towards the top of your left thigh. Short inhales, long exhales. Pause at the end of the exhale and either twist in that pause or drop into peaceful state of mind, or both. And then inhale, float the arms over the head. When you're ready, finish your breath. Lift up in the middle. Do an exhale, do one vinyasa to the left. Come to center, lift a little more on the second. Twist to the left, take the posture. Eyes are closed and the internal gaze is to Nasagra, nose tip. And then when you're done, come to center, arms over the head. And exhale, hands to the knees. Just take one breath there. And then bring the hands to the floor in front of the knees, downward facing dog. And bring the knees to the floor and rest in child's pose. Stretch your arms forward, turn your toes under, downward facing dog. Inhale, walk forward. See if you can walk forward with straight legs, taking little steps. Separate your feet slightly wider than your hips. Turn your toes slightly out, malasana, squat down. If you can, bring your hands into prayer over your heart, lift your chest, drop your tailbone. Or you can let your heels rise, that's fine. 3 breaths, look perineum. And then, however you want, come down onto your back. Relax in Shavasana. Lift your head, Asana. Roll your head a little bit. And then completely relax. Whatever you're thinking, it's okay to breathe it out. Any impressions from your practice, breathe it out. Bring your awareness down through your body and into your feet, and let go of breathing. Relax your toes, soles of your feet, heels. Relax your ankles. Relax calves and knees. Relax the thighs and the hips. Relax the whole pelvic region. Let your legs go heavy. Relax your buttocks and your lower back. Relax the upper back. Relax all the muscles along your spine. And relax your spine. Relax your stomach, your intestines, liver and kidneys, and heart. Relax all the muscles around your heart and let your heart sink slightly in your chest. Relax your left lung. Relax your right lung. Relax both lungs and let go of breathing. Just let your body breathe. And relax your chest. Relax your thumbs and your fingers. Let your palms go heavy. Relax your wrists. Relax your elbows and your shoulders. Relax your neck, your throat, and your tongue. Relax the whole inside of your mouth, your gums, and your teeth. Relax your upper lip. Relax your lower lip. Relax your jaw, cheeks, and left eye. Let the left eye sink. Relax the right eye. Let the right eye sink. Relax both eyes. Relax the eyelids. Relax the eyebrows. Relax the temples. Relax the forehead. Relax the back of the head. Relax the scalp. Relax the whole physical body and all your facial muscles. Relax your mind. Completely relax your mind. And just drop the energy in the mind into the heart space in the center of your chest. Bring your awareness there and completely relax. Move your fingers and toes. Bring your feet together, arms by your body. Inhale, stretch your arms over your head. And stretch out your whole body, left side, right side, and then both sides. Make your way into a seated posture. Shitali Pranayama, calling for mind and body, where you roll your tongue into a straw and suck the air in forcefully through the tongue. Or if you can't roll your tongue into a straw, then you press the tongue to the roof of the mouth behind the top teeth and draw the air in, and it will have the same effect. Left hand Chin Mudra, right hand Vishnu Mudra, first two fingers to palm. On the inhale, the head goes back, and then you close the mouth and draw the chin down as the chest rolls up. And then you exhale through alternate nostrils. Optional Jiva Bandha. So as the chin comes down, turn the tongue up in the mouth, slide it from the hard palate back towards the soft palate, and gradually start to stretch it up into the cavity. What you want to feel, doesn't matter how far the tongue goes back, is a stretch on the frenum. Hard to show you. On the frenum, which is a little tendon that holds the tongue down. So that when that muscle, that tendon starts to stretch, you know that you're as far as you can go at that point with Jiva Bandha. And gradually as the frenum stretches, the tongue goes further up into the cavity. Eventually you can do alternate nostril breathing without using your hands. You can just block the nostrils from the inside with your tongue. Takes a bit of practice. Okay, and then exhale. Protrude the tongue, Shitali. Close the mouth, chest up, chin down. Close the right nostril, exhale silently through the left. Hand back to the knee, inhale Shitali. Chin down. Close the left nostril, exhale right. Shitali. Lift the chest, chin down. Optional Jiva Bandha. Exhale left. Inhale, continue. As the chin is coming down, that's the time to engage the Jiva Bandha. It works better when the chin is moving down. Next time you exhale through the left nostril, bring both hands to Chin Mudra and observe the quality of your breath. Om Namah Shivaya. 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 Om Namah Shivaya, 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 Om Namah Shivaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Peace Peace Peace. Om Buddha Sakras Bhagavan Ki Jai. Remind yourself the intention you made for your practice. Om Namah Shivaya. Namaste. Thank you so much, everyone. So just two things I want to say before we close. Number one is chanting of mantras however you do it. Repetition of mantras however you do it. It can be during your day, it can be any time, it lifts your spirit. It's a way of healing your mind. Really powerful. Mantra. Man, mind. Tra, step over. Transcend. Yeah? Just use mantra. Mind's going down, use mantra. Brings the mind out. You can do it silently, you can chant it to yourself, you can whisper it when you're walking, and it's the yoga's support for the mind.